The worst times to go to Disney World. 12 months ranked. There are a lot of factors and points of view on when is best or the worst times to visit Disney. For some, the best times are when the crowds are the smallest, which means the best times are the least popular. Yet for others, the best times are when the park is humming. Therefore, the best times are the most popular times. How do we know what's the best and worst time to visit Disney World? Like anything, there's a myriad of factors that go into what makes it worth it to go to Disney World. If you're not bound to the vagaries of a school calendar, Disney World is your oyster. And the best and worst really come down to personal preference. What are the worst months to go to Disney? Let's get to the bottom of this one the only way we know how. The application of the scientific method and making of a list. In this ranking, we'll start with the best and end with the worst. Let's get started. Number 12. May. May is a great time to visit, but it's best to aim for the back half of May, just after school lets out locally. Many of the northern states are on a Labor Day to Memorial Day schedule, meaning the entirety of the country is not yet out of school. And while Florida is hot in late May, it's not as bad as later in the summer. Number 11. October. October has the same kind of vibe as May, though we did find the park more crowded than we expected. The weather is manageable, though if you're unlucky, it might be too cool in the evenings for the swimming pool. It's a bonus if you get to attend the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, too. Number 10. April. April is an especially fine month to go to Disney. The heat isn't overly oppressive, and the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot is in full swing. Crowds, ticket prices, and lodging at Walt Disney World resorts are all at some of the best prices of the year, too. Number 9. June. There's a reason we celebrate summer vacation and culturally flock to Florida. Yes, it's going to be hot. We deal with it. We find a spot by the pool during the height of the day and relax. Then we hit the park in the mornings, take a break, and come back and close that sucker down. Number 8. December. The Magic Kingdom in December is especially magical around the Christmas holiday season. Not only is the park festive, but extra events like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party really add to the appeal. Sure, you're trading out some of the allure of the Florida vacation. You're probably not hitting the pool or soaking up the sun in December, but the trade for a holiday Walt Disney World vacation is worth it. Still, be ready for the crowds that will especially ramp up in the week before Christmas and the week before New Year's Eve. Number 7. September. September may be the least popular month to go to Disney World Resort, but that doesn't mean it's the worst. The crowds tend to be less, although that is a relative comparison, and the temperatures are statistically milder than in August. It is, however, the height of the hurricane season, which means you may want to get travel insurance. Number 6. August. Hot, humid, and rainy, just like in July. So why is August ranked ahead of July? Lots of schools in the South don't wait for Labor Day to go back, meaning crowds are less in August than in July. Number 5. July. Negatives? It's hot, and this is the time of the year the Disney crowd peaks. Positives? Perfect for hitting the amazing Disney pools and water parks. Number 4. March. With an average high of 79 degrees, March might be a fine month to get theme park tickets, except for the dreaded spring breakers. On paper, 6 days in July are no different than 6 days in March. However, when those 6 days represent the entirety of your break, there's pressure there. Number 3. November. In November, you get festive Christmas decorations and Mickey's After Hours events. In fact, you get everything you get in December in the parks, but it just doesn't feel the same. The weather's good. 78 is the average high, 59 is the average low, with an average of only 3 days of rain. That said, it feels weird to celebrate Christmas too early. Overall, the crowds are good, except for Thanksgiving week. Number 2. February. February in Disney World has its charms. If you can get a reservation, a romantic Disney dining experience around Valentine's Day is a hit. With an average high of 75 and an average low of 53, you're probably not going to freeze, but if you want to ride a water attraction, don't bet on it. This is the time of year those rides are typically closed for refurbishment. And finally, number 1, January. There's no bad time of the year to go to the Magic Kingdom, and there are people who swear by Disney in the middle of the winter. With an average high of 72, you'll probably be just fine. However, you run the risk of catching one of those Florida cold spells, the kind that has frozen iguanas falling from the trees further south and puts the orange crops in danger. What's your favorite month to go to Disney World? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video from HeyOrlando.com.